Hi guys, I wanted to share with you some of the books that helped me during my healing journey or that have helped me that currently are helping me. I haven't really touched these books in a minute, so it's kind of like it's this is for you and this is for me. So the first book, should we do it in the order that I received it? We're gonna do it, yeah.
Every kiss begins with K. Ooh, baby, you marry me.
It's really good for someone who doesn't know what to write about and really wants to let out their creativity. So I think this book was very helpful. My second book was Be Happy. I got these books from Five and Below, so they were pretty cheap, including I think the Alchemist isn't Five and Below, but I got this one from Barnes and Nobles, like the physical. No, not Barnes and Nobles. At the Amazon physical store. So first, let's start. I don't know. I want to start with The Alchemist. I really love this book because it's a self-help book, but more in a storytelling way as opposed to like someone telling you, well, you need to do this, and it's a lot of analogies. So that kind of worked for me, especially since I was getting so tired of hearing. I was just getting tired of hearing what I needed to do, and I just wanted to interpret things myself. I think there's a spider on my curtain. So I didn't even take notes on my favorite part, but something that resonated with me was that there was a guy there. I'm no spoilers here. There's a section in the book where this man has a glass shop and someone offers to clean the glasses that he has on display in the front. And he says when things are unclear, he likes to clean so that he can receive clarity, basically. And to me, that resonated most because clearing up your space in a physical way really does help you bring in new energy and invite a new reality. Like getting rid of the things that don't make you feel good, that just take up space, that you haven't touched in a while, that hold too much negativity. It's like a negativity being that it no longer serves you. Like getting rid of those things to allow new things, to have room for new things, really resonated with me in a physical sense and emotionally, right? When we think about cleaning, it's like getting rid of all that resentment. Listen, you don't have to forget, right? That's a whole nother conversation. But in terms of holding on to it, where it's in your mind every day, it's disrupting your ability to move forward in any aspect of your life, then you need to let that go. So like cleaning things away, getting rid of that, getting rid of old habits that no longer serve you, really was something that resonated with me at the time. And I would like to read a page with you guys, right? This is us hanging out. We're having a moment here. Let's see. I'm just gonna flip. Okay. The boy was suddenly happy to be there at the warehouse. Maybe this is an omen, said the Englishman, half aloud. Who told you about omens? The boy's interest was increasing by the moment. Everything in life is an omen, said the Englishman, now closing the journal he was reading. There is a universal language understood by everybody, but already forgotten. I am in search of that universal language among other things. That's why I'm here. I have to find a man who knows that universal language, an alchemist. Even with that within itself was also a thing saying that there's a universal language of omens. And at that time in my life, I was looking at signs to know if I was going the right way. And things do happen to give you insight on what can happen if you pursue a path. So I really love this book. I recommend it for anyone. It is an easy read. If you like stories, then this is definitely it. And I thought it was beautifully written. So anyhow, the next book that I really loved was Be Happy. This is a book, it's a self-help book. It's 35 powerful methods for personal growth and well-being. I like this book because it it gives you instructions on what you can do. And I would flip through it and just see what I needed to hear at that time, and would basically read how to make it feel good. So once again, I'm just gonna like scroll so I can show you. For example, your positive feelings. Wait, cultivating your positive feelings. And I think that resonates with me now because there was a point where I was constantly negative. Like, I didn't even realize I was spewing negativity every second of the day until I surrounded myself by people who were used to me being positive, right? And then that made me look at who was I hanging out with the most, that made me think so negatively of myself. And that is when things started to change for me. Um, Whatever. It says cultivating your positive feelings, don't water your weeds. Positive feelings don't just magically occur, nor are they our default setting. Positive and negative emotions may show up for reasons we understand or for no reason at all. But positive feelings like happiness can be cultivated. It just takes a little effort and intention and a choice to participate. We must show up to the events, activities, and situations in which positive feelings are more likely to occur. Unfortunately, I don't exactly know what those things are for you. Only you know what makes you feel good. So I can't just throw a universal prescription for happy feelings at everyone. One, I love that this author is self aware. She knows that there isn't one answer for everything or for everyone because everyone has a different experience on life. And whatever makes me happy will not make you happy. But she also admits happiness isn't just going to come out you're just not going to be like, I decided to be happy today, so I'm going to be happy. It really is a habit to force yourself to learn how to deal with negative emotions and not dwell in them too much. So I really love that. And then, like, she keeps reading, like, just get the book so you can, and it's short. Like, these passages are short, so you don't feel like it's too much. So she gives you whatever, and then she has a section behind every chapter, every section where it shows you how can you do it, or like what you can practice so that you can get there. So make a habit of cultivating your feelings, and this is the section behind the chapter. She goes, list one. Let's change up the habit forming format a little bit. For fostering positive thoughts, try the following. List one. Make a list of the things you use to enjoy but haven't done for a while. They could be anything from solitary activities to team sports. Write down everything you can think of without judging it at this point. And she continues on with what else to do. I don't want to give up the book. So I really do like this book. It was very helpful in times where I felt lost and I wasn't sure on what to do. I feel like this book is read more like a encyclopedia than it is a novel. You can read it either way, like, but I would rather use it as like I come to it when I feel lost, and then I pursue it and stuff like that. So it has really good stuff, especially if you don't have anyone to help guide you. Books are awesome. There's 300 ways to begin writing a wonderful story. I like this because writing is a form of shadow work, and I would like whip this out with my friends. I never wrote in the book. I would write in a separate book because I don't, because I would use this with my friends all the time. I'm like, we're gonna write some prompts, and you can do any timer from 5 to 10 minutes, whatever you prefer. Once again, I'm just gonna go to a random one to show you guys. So they have prompts that allow you to fill them in. I think this is good for like just getting lost a little bit. So this one says he hated blank more than anything. And then you would fill in the blank, and then you would continue the story for however long you guys are writing. They also have like questions and skits and like a phrase. For example, this one is a quote that says, "You could try being nice to me." And that was it. And you have to continue the rest. And then this one is more of a skit, which is like person A, "I only kissed her because she wouldn't shut up." Person B, "As opposed to, say, walking away, question mark." So I love this book. It's a great activity with your friends or yourself, and just to get yourself out of reality. Sometimes my mom told me, like, sometimes you need to read things that take you away from your present moment, that don't remind you of your faults and all the things that you're stressing with, and can help you see a different universe. And I feel like in a way we get inspired by seeing other things, and we subconsciously like put two and two together for our own lives. Like example, I was watching Ragnarok. That show is too good, okay? But this is how you know healing is not the same for everyone. It's not, it's different. It's different for everyone. Whatever God has put, whatever path God has given you, or the universe, whatever you believe in, it may be similar. We're all experiencing something similar, but it will look different. Like, whatever. I'm watching Ragnarok. It's about Thor in that story. And there's a moment where he doesn't believe that he is worthy of the gifts that he was given. No spoilers here, by the way. And so it was just like, wow, why would you think that you're not qualified if you clearly do it well? Like throughout the series, you see him playing that role really well, even though he says he doesn't want it. So he wasn't able to see his leadership skills in being that, you know? So that kind of fell with me, where it's like, why would I have doubt in myself before I give myself the chance? You know, and even if there's doubt, like allow doubt to be your motivation. You know, you push yourself forward. Okay, if I doubt myself, why is it that I doubt myself? Okay, because I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, or whatever. So then how can I work on those things? Like, everyone can do everything. It just, it's easier for some people to do certain things, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. So that's where I am. These books were really good for me. I might start doing some writing prompts with you guys because I think it's fun. But it's a really good book. Purchase it. You can get it from Vibe and Below, or like the authors. Below, I definitely recommend. Listen, if you're feeling overwhelmed in your journey, like, it's okay. You don't always need to be healing every second of the day, because believe it or not, by living life, you are healing yourself. By assessing where you are and just like enjoying things, being happy, being a human, enjoying, every day, saying, be happy for the sun, you're healing.